Ever seen an entrepreneur sketching a blueprint for a towering skyscraper? Every detail, meticulously planned, is like mapping out our lives, where every choice builds towards a grand vision. Imagine starting a journey without knowing the destination. Without a complete plan, you risk wasting resources, encountering unexpected problems, and ultimately failing to achieve your goals. The lack of preparation can lead to chaos and ruin your chances of success. This is the 29th Law to Power from Robert Greene. You obviously know this series, and for new viewers, welcome. Here we are explaining the 48 Laws of Power book with the light of Stoicism. So, sit back, relax, and watch the video. Chapter 1. The Seeds of Vision. In life, every action we take is like planting a seed. We hope it will grow into something meaningful, but hope alone is a weak strategy. To truly understand the power of long-term thinking, we must see the entire landscape before us, not just the immediate horizon. The wisdom of planning all the way to the end lies in this ability to foresee the full cycle of our actions. Without it, we are like gardeners who plant without understanding the seasons. The Stoics teach us to approach life with clarity and purpose. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that what we do now echoes in eternity. This is not just a call to action, but a reminder to plan wisely, considering all outcomes. By planning with the end in mind, we can anticipate challenges, avoid unnecessary conflict, and align our actions with our true values. In psychological terms, this approach can help us counteract the bias of short-term thinking, where immediate rewards blind us to future consequences. Studies in 1972 have shown that those who think long-term tend to make better decisions, leading to more successful outcomes. To use this law for power, we must become like skilled chess players, thinking several moves ahead, always aware of the final goal. In doing so, we not only shape our destiny, but also strengthen our resolve, guiding our actions with unwavering focus. Planning to the end is not about control. It's about understanding. It's about knowing that each step we take is part of a larger journey. We must remember that the journey is as important as the destination, and in every plan, there must be room for flexibility. Yet, with the end in mind, our steps will be deliberate, our actions aligned, and our purpose clear. Chapter 2. The Illusion of Control. Many of us fall into the trap of believing that we can control every aspect of our lives. We craft meticulous plans, thinking that if we account for every detail, nothing will go wrong. Yet life is unpredictable, filled with variables we cannot foresee. The Stoics understood this and taught the importance of accepting what we cannot change while focusing on what we can. To plan all the way to the end does not mean clinging to an illusion of control. Instead, it requires embracing the uncertainty of life. We must acknowledge that not everything will go according to plan. In fact, it is often the unexpected that shapes our journey the most. The key is to remain adaptable, to see obstacles as opportunities rather than setbacks. This approach aligns with the Stoic concept of amor fati, the love of one's fate. By accepting the flow of life and being prepared for any outcome, we strengthen our ability to navigate through challenges. Planning all the way to the end with a flexible mindset allows us to respond to life's twists and turns with resilience, turning potential losses into gains. To apply this law in the pursuit of power, we must plan thoroughly but without rigidity. We should anticipate various outcomes, preparing for the worst while hoping for the best. This balance between preparation and adaptability is where true strength lies. It's not enough to have a plan. We must also have the wisdom to adjust it as reality unfolds. In the end, our ability to adapt will determine our success. Planning with flexibility in mind ensures that no matter what life throws our way, we will be ready, not just to survive, but to thrive. Chapter 3. The Weight of Consequences. Every decision we make carries a ripple effect, setting off a chain of events that we may not fully realize at the moment. To plan all the way to the end is to be mindful of these consequences, understanding that even the smallest choices can lead to significant outcomes. This awareness is not just about avoiding mistakes. It's about being intentional with every action, knowing that the future is shaped by what we do today. The Stoics urged us to live with virtue, making decisions that align with our principles. When we plan with the end in mind, we must consider not just what we want to achieve, but how our actions will impact others and the world around us. This broader perspective helps us avoid the pitfalls of selfish ambition and short-sightedness. In the psychological realm, this concept aligns with the idea of temporal discounting, where we undervalue future rewards in favor of immediate gratification. By training ourselves to think long-term, we can resist the urge to prioritize short-term gains that may lead to long-term losses. A study by Baumeister in 1998 highlights how self-control and long-term planning correlate with greater success and well-being, reinforcing the importance of thinking beyond the immediate moment. For those seeking power, this law serves as a reminder that true influence comes not just from achieving goals, but from considering the broader implications of our actions. We must weigh the potential outcomes carefully, ensuring that our pursuit of power does not lead to unintended harm. In doing so, we build a foundation of trust and respect, which are essential for lasting influence. As we plan our path forward, let us remember that the end we seek is not just a destination, but a reflection of the journey we take to get there. Every decision is a step on that journey, and each step must be taken with purpose and foresight. Just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please consider like and subscribe, and thanks a lot if you did already. Moving on. Chapter 4. Patience. Patience is often overlooked in our fast-paced world, but it is an essential ingredient in planning. The path to success is rarely straightforward. It requires time, effort, and the ability to wait for the right moment. The Stoics, who valued self-control and endurance, understood that great achievements are not made in haste. They believed that true power comes from the ability to endure, to wait, and to act only when the time is right. Patience is not passive. It is an active process of waiting with purpose. It is about recognizing that not all outcomes can be achieved immediately, and that some goals require careful cultivation over time. The Stoic concept of ataraxia, a state of serene calmness, can be seen as the embodiment of patience. It's the calm that comes from knowing that we have planned well, that we are prepared for whatever may come, and that we can wait without anxiety for our plans to come to fruition. Research supports the idea that patience leads to better outcomes. A 2005 study by Kitayama and Marcus found that individuals who practice patience tend to experience greater emotional well-being and success in achieving their long-term goals. This psychological insight reinforces the Stoic belief that enduring the present moment with calm and focus leads to a more fulfilled and powerful life. In the pursuit of power, patience allows us to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom. It gives us the strength to avoid rash decisions and the foresight to see the bigger picture. By planning all the way to the end with patience, we ensure that our actions are deliberate and that we are prepared to wait for the right opportunity to strike. Patience, therefore, is not just a virtue. It is a powerful tool in our quest for success. It allows us to stay focused on our goals, to persevere in the face of challenges, and to achieve outcomes that are both meaningful and enduring. Chapter 5. The Mastery of Reflection. As we near the completion of our journey, reflection becomes crucial. Planning all the way to the end is not just about envisioning the future. It's also about looking back and learning from the past. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-examination, encouraging us to regularly assess our actions. intentions, and the outcomes they produce. This process of reflection is where true mastery lies, allowing us to refine our plans and align them more closely with our values and goals. Reflection helps us to identify patterns, recognize mistakes, and understand the reasons behind our successes and failures. It allows us to gain wisdom from our experiences and to adjust our course when necessary. Seneca once advised, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." Through reflection, we measure the quality of our actions and their alignment with our ultimate purpose. In psychological terms, reflection can be seen as a tool for metacognition, thinking about our own thinking. A 2010 study by Shona Treacle and Heimel found that individuals who regularly reflect on their decisions and experiences tend to develop stronger emotional intelligence and better decision-making skills. This enhances our ability to plan effectively, making us more attuned to the consequences of our actions and better prepared for the future. For those who seek power, reflection is the key to continuous improvement. It allows us to refine our strategies, learn from our missteps, and strengthen our resolve. By taking the time to reflect on our journey, we gain the insight needed to navigate future challenges with greater clarity and purpose. In the end, mastery is not about perfection, but about progress. Through reflection, we turn experience into wisdom, aligning our actions more closely with our ultimate goals. As we plan everything and look for any loopholes, let us remember that each step is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to move forward with greater understanding and intention.